Good morning, friends. It is a lovely, lovely, lovely spring day today. I wanted to share with you some things that I like to make with my sourdough starter. We like messing around with sourdough in our house, but the problem that I'm sure many other moms are facing, our kids don't like the sourdough. They don't like it. I've had to learn how to make a lot of different things with my sourdough starter, and I've got a few things that I've been testing out and that my son actually approves of, my 2-year-old, and my husband, Sam, because Sam doesn't like a sourdough either. So in order to get the benefits of a sourdough starter in our diet, I've had to kind of try a bunch of different things out, and I think I've found quite a few things that actually work and that our family is really benefiting from. So let's start our new series on the DK Ranch Homestead channel, kid-friendly sourdough. Here we go. Okay, so the first recipe that I'm gonna be making is a sandwich bread, right, Daniel? Because you still want bread, we still need bread. I like making sandwich bread for my family, and it's not the easiest to be making a sourdough bowl. So I'm gonna be doing a discard sandwich bread, and I'm gonna be making that inside of a regular bread pan. It's really good. I've made it several times and everybody approves of it. So we're gonna be doing that. That's our first and probably most important one, is just a basic bread that isn't too sour. Let's get started. We're gonna clean this out and get some dough going. Excuse my hair, that's just mom life.
Do you want to have a bread to make pan-fried jelly sandwiches?
No, we don't have any bread. So today is the day we gotta make some new bread. All right, so can you see us? Can you see us? Good. I got my starter here. I stirred it up already, so it's pretty much ready to go. Mwah. To be honest though, and I don't recommend doing this at all, I try to get as close as I can to the weight that it's supposed to be, but I don't ever meet it perfectly. So if I go over a little bit or under, then I just kind of adjust everything else. I like to use warm water because that's what I always do with bread usually, so stick with warm water. Whoa, that's a mess, isn't it? Should I do it like this? This is not the right cut to be doing this. This is I keep all of my flours in this, you'll see, bread flour. We're calling for 500 grams of flour. So first I'm going to mix this up. You can do this with your hands. Sometimes I do, sometimes I really don't want to. So today I don't really feel like using my hands. I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay, so I'm mixing this up. It's pretty shaggy. Kind of looks the way that it's supposed to, I think. So that's kind of just something that I've had to practice with, is when it comes out good, paying attention to what everything looked like during the process, so that even if...
Oh, wait, stuff to do.
Yeah, so much to do, huh? Okay, so it's pretty shaggy here. I'm gonna let it rest for about 20 minutes to a half hour.
You want to read the crazy 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20.
Oh, is it done? No, it's not done. It is pretty shaggy. Almost lost it. Cover it, let it rest, and then I will see you back when it's time to do the finishing touches on the dough. It's been about a half hour. We're gonna start adding some things to this to get it mixing with the dough hook and make some yummy bread dough. Does that sound delicious? Does that sound delicious? I'm gonna grab my scale back out. I'm gonna start with some salt. We're gonna add 10 grams of salt. Yeah, go grab your stool. We're gonna put 7 grams of yeast in, okay, bub? Okay, now when the thing says 7, we have to stop. Pour it all in and see if that is anything. It still says 0 grams. What? So my scale is junky. Now I don't know if the butter that I have sitting out at room temperature is salted or unsalted, but we're just gonna use what I have. We're going to take this back over to our mixer. I got my dough hook on. I'm gonna close this bad boy up. I'm gonna put it on to stir. We're gonna let this knead for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep an eye on the dough. If it needs more flour, I'll just add some more flour in there. Let's see how it goes. Don't stick your fingers in there. I'm waiting for this dough until it's all combined and slapping the edges of the bowl, not sticking anywhere. Right now it's pretty sticky and it usually starts off that way, so be patient, wait the full, 5-6 minutes, and it will turn out the way that we want it to. Oh my. So that's how it looks right now. I'm going to take my dough hook out. Ooh, yes. If I pull it, it doesn't stick to my fingers. So there is our dough. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to cover it back up and I'm going to let this double, however long that takes. Let's cover this bad boy up and let her rise. Okay, friends, so it's been a few hours. Oh, don't look at my scrap bowl. That's for my chickens. There's my dough. It's risen a lot. I got it in a bit of a rectangle right now. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna roll it into thirds and then we're gonna roll it into one nice loaf, okay? So grab this side bub. Now roll it in half, like that. Good. Okay, now grab the other side, that side, and pull it up and pull it over. There we go. So it's like an envelope. And then we're just gonna kind of flatten this out a bit. Now we're gonna take this
Cause I tried.
and we're just gonna roll it, 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 roll it.
Roly-poly.
Roly-poly.
Does it look like baby?
Does it look like a baby? I don't know. And then I'm kind of doing the same thing that I would for a sourdough loaf, where I'm gonna kind of drag it toward me and get that tension. Is that enough? Now we have our loaf in our pan and we're going to cover it back up, and I'm gonna let this rise until I want to be able to see it. Like if it's sitting like this, I want to be able to see the bread up here. We're gonna get cleaned up, we're gonna cover this up, let it proof for another, I'd say probably at least an hour, and then we will bake it. It's rising pretty good. It's getting close, it's getting there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush the top of this with some butter. I melted butter because I was making some graham crackers, but I had some butter melted, and so I'm gonna use the rest of this butter to brush onto this loaf. I have my oven preheating. Eventually it'll be at 350. We're gonna stick this in there. I believe it's 40 to 45 minutes.
Can I brush it with some butter?
You wanna brush it with the butter? Good. Try not to push down. Don't push down. There you go. Whoops! Oh man! We almost lost it. There you go. Very light. Okay.
A little bit more.
All right. I think it's ready. Let's put it in the oven, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. You guys, it is so pretty. So beautiful, so warm, so spring outside that we came outside, me and the boy. The baby's been napping for a long time. Came out here to enjoy the sun and play. There's our chicken over there. This is our only backyard chicken. He likes to hang out up here with us. It's just too nice, so we came out here to play. I ran in to take the loaf out of the oven when it was done. It's cooling right now. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a few minutes. But for now, we're enjoying the outdoors because it is beautiful, just beautiful. Hi. Hello, everybody. It is later now, and I wanted to show you our loaf. Ready? Yes. Put some butter on here. All right. What do you think?
Yum. I approve.
Everybody, it's been a few days, but I wanted to quickly show you guys the crumb of this bread. It's perfect. It stays nice and solid. You can cut it into pretty thin slices for sandwiches. This morning we're gonna make some French toast, for the kiddos, it's almost gone. We are super big fans of this recipe, this bread recipe. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to try it out for yourself. Super easy, really soft, not sour. The crumb is just awesome. So definitely recommend. Try it out. Let me know what happened when you did it. I can't wait to share more recipes with you next time. Bye.